So you absolutely stripe your drive down the middle of the fairway, leaving yourself 50 to 90 yards. From this position, you begin to get hesitant and you either shank it over the green or you hit it fat in front, costing you a bogey. If you're scared from these yardages, I'm going to be giving you a simplistic three-step process that's going to give you more confidence in lowering your scores from this position. But before I begin, I ask you to press like and subscribe as it helps YouTube grow my channel with the algorithm. When hitting this shot, the biggest mistake that I notice with my clients is that they do not have proper ball position. Instead of putting it more towards the right eye in their stance, they'll put it too far forward, they'll hang back on this shot, and they'll have no compression, resulting in a floating wedge shot for no controllable carry distance. When setting up to this shot, we're going to put it a little bit more back in our stance. We're going to have our weight 60-40 into our left foot. And then from this position, we're going to lean the shaft slightly ahead. If this was neutral position, let's forward press the grip a few inches forward towards the target. This is going to ensure that you're de-lofting the wedge through impact, that you're making ball first contact, and that you're compressing it to put more spin. What I don't want you to do is have your weight on your right side, handle leaning back, and you try to scoop it up in the air, which is a pattern that I see with a lot of my students who come for lessons, which results in inconsistent wedge play from this distance. So first, let's discuss a 50-yard wedge shot. I want you to imagine when you're standing over the golf ball that there's a clock surrounding your body. When you take back the club, we're going to stop the hands at 9 o'clock, which is about lead arm parallel. During the downswing, we're going to follow through and finish with the hands being more at 3 o'clock. So backswing, the follow-through length is going to be 9 to 3 o'clock. That is for 50 yards. When we're trying to hit a 70-yard wedge shot, we're going to go from 9 to 3 to more of 10 to 2, allowing our backswing to be just a little bit longer, just slightly above lead arm parallel. And then from this position in the follow-through, we're going to have the hands a little bit more higher. And finally, we're going to be discussing the 90-yard wedge shot. So you have two options in this case. You could take a 54-degree wedge and do a smoother swing with a shorter backswing and shorter follow-through. Or if you want a more predictable yardage, you can now go from 11 to 1 in your backswing, the follow-through, in order to get a little bit more carry. Going up to the top, I'm going to have my hands up here at 11 o'clock. And as I go down into the golf ball and follow through, I'm now going to have my hands repositioned at 1 o'clock. This will give you the proper backswing, the follow-through length in order to hit this yardage. Now let's discuss the body motion when hitting these wedge shots. Most commonly, I see people not initiating enough body rotation. We're trying to hit wedges with our body. We're trying to eliminate the small muscles of throwing our arms and using our wrists when hitting this shot accordingly. So focus on driving your belt buckle and your chest more open in the direction of the target in your downswing. This is going to ensure that you make ball first contact. It's going to allow for the hands to have more space for the impact zone with more forward shaft lean, allowing for more predictable wedge shots in a proper carry yardage. Thank you for watching. I ask you to press like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.